I think it's so hilarious how I used to fake my life in high school. I really come far with my life. I once had someone telling me that, you know what, Loretta, you look like you haven't been touched by life. I was like, okay, what does that mean? Hybo, you clearly do not know me to make such a statement. You can't be walking around telling people my freaking sob story of, oh, I grew up in KwaMashu. I was raised by a single mom, struggling single mom. I grew up KwaMashu with my mom, my sisters, my cousins, my aunts, my uncles, everyone in the same house. My mom never had a house of her own. She still doesn't. That's literally one of my biggest dreams, literally the only reason why I hustle, so that I can be able to give my mom this life. My closure has Mbobo. In primary, I went to a primary called Roseland in a township in Durban, Newlands East. If you're from Durban, you know Newlands East, and you probably know Roseland. You know, most people always think that I grew up privileged because of the way I carry myself for some odd reason. My father would be just that guy that would come in and out of our lives. So transitioning from primary school to high school was very funny for me, because I remember my father came back into my life end of grade 7 when he was asking me what school I wanted to go to in grade 8 or in high school. And I remember I wanted to go to Ridge Park so bad. I wanted to go to Ridge Park so bad because my primary besties were going to Ridge Park and I just didn't want to be separated from them, obviously. But he was like, nah, you're not going to Ridge Park. I'm going to take you to Northlands. Northlands is a Model C school in Durban North. And I was like, damn, but I really want to go to Ridge Park. But at the same time, I was like, I would like to go to a white school. You guys, when I tell you, I had the biggest culture shock of my life. I remember the first day of Northlands. First of all, I never seen so many white people in a school in my life. And just the facilities, style of learning and everything was just such a shock to me. It was my first time ever seeing a projector. A damn projector. And it was my first time seeing a whiteboard. I was like, wow. I was used to the green freaking board where you write with chalk and the teacher would give you chalk to write notes because you have the best handwriting. I came from that kind of a school to being exposed to like freaking projectors and whiteboards and pools and a freaking huge ass field and all these different sports. I was exposed to art. I was exposed to so many different things at Northlands that I was just like, damn, bro. So I remember when I had to move back to KwaMashu from Durban North to being picked up from school, from being picked up from school by my dad with a freaking BMW every day to now having to go back to KwaMashu and take a taxi or a bus to come to school. That was like so embarrassing for me because I didn't know that there were kids that were doing that. Like, I just thought that, you know, I would just pretend as if, yeah, I'm used to this life. I'm used to this life. I'm used to carrying yogurt to school. I used to fake it. Like, I used to be like, yo, in reality, bro, I was shocked that these kids had lunch. I was shocked that we had lunch bags, bro. We had lunch bags. We had book bags. I was shocked. It was a lot, but I had to act like I know it. You know, like, I remember the first time I ever saw my friend's lunchbox. Her name was TK. Yo, TK's lunch. TK, if you're watching this, bro, you gave me serious pressure, bro. TK's lunchbox was like fruits, yogurt. I was like, damn, this motherfucker's rich as shit. It was such a culture shock for me. And I just did so much to fit in and live. To when I had to go back to taking a bus and taxis to go to KwaMashu every day, that was so embarrassing for me. And I just felt like it was just so embarrassing and kids would laugh at me. And I was just not proud to be from KwaMashu. Like, I remember every time they would ask me where I'd stay, I would be like Durban North. And I went to an all-girls school and our brother's school was Northwood. And obviously we would meet the Northwood boys in like sports stuff and we would see them down the road or after school. And I remember where we used to get the bus was next to Northwood, and every time I would see my crush from Northwood, I would literally let the bus leave me, bro, because I did not want him to think for a second that I lived in the township. So I would just pretend as if I was just standing there, or I was going to Checkers, or bro, the bus would leave me all the time because I was faking my life. I did not want anyone to know that I lived in KwaMashu. I remember I started not being ashamed of taking a bus from maybe end of grade 9, if not beginning of grade 10, because I was like, whatever, fuck it, I'm taking the bus, so what? There was something called youth that we would go to, so all the, like, sometimes most Northlands girls and Northwood boys and Danville girls, whoever, would be there. And that's honestly the only time where we used to see boys properly, and you would dress up and look nice just to impress the boys. And anytime someone would ask me where I lived, I would just act like, I live in Durban North and my father lives in a mansion. And I would just act like a snob, bro. Like, when all in all, I'm freaking gonna take the last bus to KwaMashu at the end of the night. And, you know, like, high school was actually hilarious. I'm glad things work out the way they did, because it really just pushed me to work even harder, because I knew that at the end of the day, as much as I go to a Model T school, I am not rich, you know? I'm not rich, and my mom is doing everything she can to keep me in this damn school. I do want to add, though, that my high school best friend was so obsessed with Kuhle. Kuhle is Mandisa Makasi's husband now, which is so crazy. You guys know Mandisa Makasi, Mandisa Dandala now. So Kuhle was Mandisa's boyfriend ever since, and Mandisa was a grade above me. Kuhle always had his eyes on Mandisa no matter what, bro. And I really liked Mandisa ever since, like, I got to Northlands, because I just thought she was so calm and so cool. And I just wanted to be like her so bad. She was like this, you know, those baddie ass netball girls? Yo, Mandisa was just so perfect. I was just like, I want to be like her so bad. The only reason why we would even go to youth was because we wanted to see Kuhle's group. They are married with a kid, yo. I'm like, damn. Shout out to Kuhle and Mandisa, bro. That's some serious high school sweetheart, true love shit. Cause I saw the journey. Lana manje, guys, says Kulile. Hey, says Kulile, my friends. Yo. What a beautiful. Okay. Hi, my name is Larata. My name is Larata Naksimale. That's how my teachers in high school used to call me. Larata Naksimale. And I'd be like, it's Malo. It's not Naksimale, you fucking dumb bitch.